Good morning, everyone. Hey, I just want to talk a little bit about suppressors today. You know, with that $200 tax stamp coming off in January, which is going to be awesome. A lot of people kind of ask questions. You still got to do the paperwork and the background check and all that stuff. Yes, you still got to do all that stuff. The $200 tax stamp will be coming off, and all you got to do is submit your fingerprints, your picture, and the Form 4. Now, most SOT dealers, which we're an SOT dealer too, so we can sell short barrel rifles, short barrel shotguns, silencers, and all that. When you do order your suppressor, once it gets in here, we actually set up a time frame for you to come in, and we actually do your fingerprints and your picture and your form with you right here. Most SOT dealers do the same thing. Or at least they should be doing the same thing. They should all be doing the fingerprints right in house. I just got a suppressor back for a gentleman. I did it on Saturday, his fingerprints and that, and he wanted to pay the $200 tax stamp, which was no big deal to him, so he just wanted his silencer. So we got his back yesterday morning already, his approval. And most times they're running right around 50 hours, depends on what time I get it in during the day. And that was Saturday submitting. So we submit it all here. We do the fingerprints, the mug shot, I call it. You know, it's your picture, and the Form 4 that we fill out. If you are going to do a trust, you know, you can find a lot of online trusts that you can set up. You can actually get the trust set up online, then come in and do it. If you're adding other people to that trust, they also need to have their fingerprints done too, and a picture and everything else if you have it on their trust already. So right now, I mean, a quick, easy way to do it is to basically, if you want to do individual, you just come in, you know, or you go on our online store at Duceysoutdoors.com. We got over 341 different results and suppressors on there. Some are out of stock already because people are already buying. I know I got a bunch of people that ordered them just to get them in here already. That within, after the first, they can come in and start doing their fingerprints and all that here. And yeah, I mean, we got quite a few on there. We got some sales going on. I know we got Banish on sale right now, and a couple other ones. I think Dead Air is on sale. So best way to do it right now to make it real easy on you is come in, you know, once we get the suppressor in, we do your fingerprints, get that all submitted to the ATF. We electronic file here, we don't mail it out. We try to make it as fast and easy as possible. We do the fingerprints and your picture and the form normally takes about a half an hour to 45 minutes, depending on your fingers. If your fingers are dirty and they're, you know, full of grease and everything else, sometimes it takes a little bit longer to get the correct fingerprints on it. So yeah, check out our online store at Duceysoutdoors.com. I know we've been running a sale on it. I talked to distributors and manufacturers already recently, and they're not sure how this flow is going to end up being in January. I'm sure the NFA is going to get, you know, slowed down a little bit, but I don't know what the flow is going to be with suppressors and the companies and all that make them, if they're going to run out of stock, because, you know, with everyone probably going to want a suppressor, make it a little easier. And yeah, I mean, we just don't know if they're going to go out of stock pretty quick or how long they're going to have. I mean, some of them, you know, we got in stock, but, you know, in the warehouse, you know, we got 75 of one brand. You know, it just depends on what you're looking for. The best part about the internet nowadays is you can actually go online and research a lot of stuff online. I've been selling like the Banish 30, that's a pretty decent one, and I think it's the B2, and also the Backcountry I've been selling. I don't know what it is lately, but Banish has been like the number one seller right now. It used to be Dead Air, Silence Coal, and stuff like that, but Banish has a pretty good price. I mean, just for some of their suppressors, and you can get it for all different calibers. You can get multi-calibers, or you can get Pacific caliber. If you are planning on keeping on one gun, I would say a Pacific caliber. If not, then I would just, you know, go with a multi-caliber if you're going to try a couple different ones. I know the Hybrid 46, that was a pretty decent one, but that one just seems to be out of stock quite a bit. A lot of people uh, been buying that one up. I know there's another one. I think it's the Banish 46. I think I'm not. I don't remember off the top of my head, but that one could shoot all the way up to 46 cal, all the way down to 9mm. So you could actually put it on multiple different guns. So yeah, I would check out our online store. If you go into Duceysoutdoors.com, right on the top heading, you'll see NFA and suppressors. Click on that, and I'll bring you into the suppressors and that. Then you can shop by caliber if you want. You can shop however you want to go about it. Or we also, in our NFA, we also do have where you can buy a complete firearm package. They're a little pricier though when you get the complete firearm, like Daniel Defense, B&T, Black Rain Ordnance. We got the B&T Hush Puppy kit. We're all out of them right now, but that thing looks pretty cool. Just looking at our website here, but yeah, there's a couple of those on there. Or if you just want to get a short barrel rifle or short barrel shotgun, we carry those on here too on our website. You can find those all underneath the subcategories right in the NFA. It shows that we got 34 short barrel rifles available, and we only got 2 short barrel shotguns available right now. Mossberg 590 A1 SBS, and the Kel-Tec, the KSG is out right now. But yeah, just keep watching our website. If you're looking for something like that, it comes back into stock every now and then, and sometimes it's quicker than normal. Like I said, I just don't know how much of the stuff is going to stay in stock throughout the United States. Like with our store setup, we're set up just like all the other big brands and everything else. Like your online big competitors. That's who we compete against on our online store. So we do the same thing that they do. We do a lot of drop shipping too, and we also pull from our distributors' inventory, and it's all live feed inventories from our distributors. I think I got 5 or 6 of my distributors hooked up to my website, just like, some of the big stores and that. It's kind of funny when you get something from like, one of the other big brand names, and it actually came right out of my distributors, and I look at it and I'm like, oh, I don't remember ordering this. All of a sudden I open it up, oh, it was a drop ship from like Palmetto or something. So yeah, check out the prices. You can always scan the UPC bar, at the page, or copy it, put it in a link and something else, and check prices out. We believe in, shopping around, checking the prices out. Best thing about our website with all the other products on there, like the firearms and pistols and shotguns and that, if you order from us and you have it shipped to us off of our site, as long as it's from our warehouse, there's no transfer fee. Everyone else will have to charge a transfer fee for when you pull it out of anyone else's. So yeah, just kind of check out some of the prices, compare prices and that. We don't mind people looking and comparing, because we got a little over 100 and some thousand products in our store. We got everything from hunting gear to boots to footwear to shirts to outdoor gear. Boy, we got trapping on there. We got a little of everything on there. So I just want to sit it clear that, with suppressors, $200 tax stamp is coming off, and come January. And, I would probably suggest ordering, if you plan on ordering it, order it now, because it ain't going to, make much difference if you order it now. Unless if you order after January, then you might be fighting to try to find that same product. So all you just got to do is check it out on our website, and we'll get the notification that you made an order. And once it's here, we give you a call. We set up a time with you. We do the fingerprints. And like I said, most SOT dealers, being a class 3 SOT dealer, should be able to do the fingerprints and everything in-house and do all that electronic filing. If you got to go somewhere and get your fingerprints done, it's a hassle. And a lot of people try to figure out, well, where can I get my fingerprints done? So then they end up going to the police station. then you got the police asking you a bunch of different questions, why you need fingerprints. So we eliminate that process here. We do the picture right here. We do that whole complete service. There is a fee for the electronic filing fee. If you didn't want to do that, then you could just mail it in. But mail in, I don't even know what the times are on mail in. At least with electronic filing, it's a lot quicker, real fast. Like I said, I did the one on Saturday for a guy, and we already had it back by Thursday morning. I already got the notification that we had his approval for his silencer, and he got the banished back country. So yeah, I'm sure he's going to be excited to be able to have that and go out and start shooting now. Yeah, check out our website at Duceysoutdoors.com, and stay tuned. I'll start bringing up some other stuff on here and try to keep people posted on everything. Our online store, yeah, we compete against all the big ones. Locals, they want nothing really to do with us because they know we're going to beat them in prices. And they'll even wish that we were closing, but we're not. That's the funny thing. That was one of the rumors going around. Someone was saying, oh, we're closing, which was kind of funny. Just because they needed more customers. We didn't need to, worry about it. We were just like, all right, whatever. But yeah, I went to launch the website to put on 150,000 products on there. I wouldn't have been trying to compete with all the big stores out there. So yeah, either stop on in, check us out, or just hit us up online. You can buy everything right online. You can have a lot of the stuff shipped here, like the guns and all that. Or if you're somewhere else, you can have the guns shipped down to wherever you're located at, one of the dealers down there. You can pick that when you go to shipping. Excuse me. You can go into shipping and select your dealer that you want to ship to. It'll get shipped right to them. Or, a lot of stuff can be drop shipped to your house. Like, jackets, all that kind of stuff, footwear and ammo and stuff like that can be drop shipped right to your house. But if you're in the area, that's the benefit about being close to us. You can have it all shipped here, then it becomes all free shipping. That reminds me, right now on our any gun that you purchase on our online store, I should say firearm, that you purchase on our online store is getting free shipping. So whatever, I just had a guy order 2 of them last night, and yeah, he's picking up here. He got the free shipping. So yeah, we try to offer the best we can. If you're spending over $500, you got free shipping on there too. So that goes for anything on there. If you're buying a bunch of coats or jackets or boots or traps or whatever you want on there, we will offer free shipping to anything over $500. So just pay attention, keep doing with us. Go to Duceysoutdoors.com, and we're your one-stop shop for most of your product. Even if we're online too, everyone's going online because it's so much easier just to watch online and shop online. I do it. I'll admit, I'll even go to my own site and I'll be looking at my own site going, wow, how in the hell am I selling it for that much? So, prices are so low on there. I kind of wonder if I even make any money on this sometimes. But anyway, we're here to make money. We're here to kind of help support community, help support the people that want to shoot. Try to keep the prices low because that was our main goal while we got in the business 6 years ago. We were tired of having one place and having to pay high prices. Unless you order online, but then you had the high prices of transfers and stuff like that. So that's the real reason why we got into business a little over 6 years ago, back in 2019. And we've been thriving ever since. We've been growing ever since. We're probably one of the ones that surprisingly got to stick around. We started out of our house with the FFL, where we were actually pretty much basically cashed out all of our credit cards to get the guns and ammo in, which we didn't have much. So yeah, we started off very, very rugged, I would say. And then we just kept growing and keep growing, and we owe that all to our customer base, which our customers, if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here, so we appreciate all your business, all your services that you guys provide. We try to keep a lot of stuff local, you know, like some of the products that we can get around locally area, you know, anywhere from Green Bay, you know, into Michigan. You know, we try to keep it a little local to buy stuff, like our outside stuff with corn and stuff like that. A bunch of things, you know, a couple little things here and there. We got some people that make some jigs and fishing gear and that, so we, you know, we try to support them too. So the biggest thing is trying to support the local businesses that are still trying to stick around. And we want to stick around as a local business, but we also want to stick around as national on our website. So that's where we're at today, where we launched our site nationally in February, and I'm pretty stoked about it, pretty happy about it. It's actually been amazing, you know, with the website. And yeah, is it worth it? Price wise, I probably break even, you know, with what I sell and what I have to pay for keeping the programming and all that. But you know, it's still something to get it out there for people to actually be able to order and actually get decent prices. I got this gentleman here that he ordered one gun, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, he orders two more of the same thing because they were that cheap. And which they were. My distributor's having a sale on it, so the sale price reflected on our price. So that worked out great for him, you know. I mean, so he's going to be getting 3 guns of the same thing for a real decent price. So, all right. I just want to give you the heads up on the suppressors and all that. So if you guys stay tuned, and we'll talk about something some other time. You have a great day. Thank you.